Here we are again, the beginning of a brand new church year, and we begin the journey through this season of Advent. Advent, a word that comes to us from Latin, meaning coming or arrival. A time for us to prepare, time for us to anticipate, not to celebrate, but to prepare ourselves to celebrate. It's a very busy time of the year for us for many different reasons, and we can then fail, I think, to appreciate the beauty of this season in and of itself. St. Bernard of Clairvaux, the great 12th century doctor of the church, in writing about Advent, writes about three comings of Christ that we focus on in this season of the year. Certainly one of our main focuses during Advent is to prepare ourselves to celebrate Christ's first coming at Christmas, that first coming where he comes in flesh to be our redemption. Advent also calls us to be looking forward, to prepare ourselves for that second coming of Christ at the end of time, when he comes in glory and majesty to be the fullness of the revelation of our lives. But as Christians, there is a third coming of Christ. St. Bernard says of this third coming, it is a hidden coming, where Christ comes in spirit to be our rest and our consolation, to be present to us always. As we journey in Advent, we need to take the time to quiet ourselves down. That is one of the great calls of the season, to repent, to turn our hearts and our lives more fully to Christ, to take the time to quiet ourselves down, even amidst the busyness of the season, that we can recognize the presence of Christ in our lives, the presence of Christ in our church every single day of our lives. And as we're able to do that, as we heed the call of this season, as we anticipate all that we are about to celebrate, as we prepare our hearts, our homes, decking our halls and baking our cookies and doing all of the wonderful things that we do at this time of the year, we also have to make sure that we have hearts that are ready and aware and watching that we can recognize the presence of Christ in our lives each and every day, taking the time to quiet ourselves down amidst the hustle and bustle, not only of this season, but the hustle and bustle of our lives all the time, to recognize how near Christ is. And if we do that, if we heed the call of Advent, if we make the most of this wonderful and glorious season of preparation and anticipation, to recognize the presence of Christ each and every day, then we'll be more ready to joyfully celebrate his birth at Christmas, and also to keep ourselves always watchful and ready for his glorious and majestic return.